Archangel Michael is speaking directly to you. This communication is your ultimate invitation from the divine. Unfold it now. My child, my beloved, do not delay for even a single breath. What you are about to absorb is more than just words. It is the gateway you have yearned for. I received the directive to address you personally because God has been reaching out to you repeatedly, and this might be the final instance. If your inner being has felt uneasy, if the indications around you have been more pronounced than before, it is because the heavens have decided this is the moment to connect with you. However, beloved, if you dismiss this, if you turn away from this sacred juncture, the message God intends to convey might fade, leaving you to ponder why everything began unraveling once more. Therefore, I command you with sacred haste, open not merely your eyes, but your very soul, my child, my beloved, before you absorb another word. Heed this. This message was perfectly orchestrated by divine timing, the instant you discovered. It was no accident. Heaven precisely calculated the exact second your gaze would land on these words, because something significant is being unveiled for you. A profound transformation, a major breakthrough, a sacred reversal of every scheme that attempted to keep you diminished. You were not meant to encounter this at a later time. You were not intended to open this tomorrow, because tomorrow might prove too late. If you have sensed that a change is imminent, if peculiar coincidences have been occurring, it is because your name was recently voiced in heaven, and now your answer is materializing, but only if you remain present. My child, my beloved, heaven is attentive to your quietude. Heaven has witnessed the nights you spoke nothing, but absorbed everything, and now God is communicating, yet not with thunder, nor with tempests. He is communicating here through this. You are not being instructed to rely on me. You are being invited to trust what your soul inherently understands. If your spirit is quivering, it is because the veil is presently thin. This message is not merely entertainment. It is divine intervention, and if you close this, that passage may seal. And what was destined for you might be passed to another. I recognize that this is challenging to comprehend, but I was instructed to be forthright with you, because heaven only strives this intensely when someone is on the precipice of their divine turning point. If you feel this truth resonate deep within your spirit, if you know this message is your divine intervention, then declare it. Type MEN in the comments right now as a powerful agreement, a sacred echo that you are ready for this turning point God has prepared for you. Let your voice join the chorus of heaven, affirming your readiness to receive what is truly yours. My child, my beloved, there is someone interceding for you right now. You do not know their identity, but they perceived your likeness in a vision last night. And I was present when it occurred. That individual does not reside in your vicinity. They have never conversed with you, but you were revealed to them, and they wept because God unveiled something potent. Your destiny is linked to an impending breakthrough. And if you listen, if you remain, if you lean in, you will uncover what has been concealed behind your struggles. You haven't been failing. You have been developing, yet the forge is intense, and some relinquish their efforts just before the gold is formed. Do not withdraw now, child. Do not permit silence to prevail. My child, my beloved, there is a spiritual record in heaven with your name inscribed upon it. It was accessed today morning. The Council of Light reviewed what was held back, what was taken, what was unjustly abstracted from you, and I must inform you, the judgment was astonishing. They have mandated restoration, but not for everyone, only for those who respond within this specific time frame. Yes, time is a crucial factor. That is why your soul sensed this urgency. If you disregard it, this window may close, and once sealed, It cannot be reopened until the subsequent spiritual cycle, which will not arrive for months. Do not hazard that postponement. This message serves as your confirmation. And if you have perused this far, then you are already being brought into alignment. My child, my beloved, before we proceed, pause and hear me clearly. This is not solely about you. It encompasses generations. If you embrace what you are perceiving now, the transformation that is being set free will reverberate into the lives of those connected to you, even individuals you have not yet encountered. The future is being shaped as you read, and I command you with affection and zeal, do not diminish the significance of this moment. You are standing at the threshold of a breakthrough disguised as a choice. What you decide within the next 3 minutes will resonate through the spiritual realm. If you proceed with trust, passages will open without impediments. If you proceed with apprehension, heaven will respect your quietude, but that silence will come at a cost. My child, my beloved, this is where I must impart something I was instructed not to disclose unless you reached this juncture. The moment you first uttered that desperate plea, yes, that particular one, the one you whispered through tears when you believed no one was listening. It was heard, and a plan began to unfold. That plan guided you here to this precise moment, and now God is observing to see what you will do. Will you remain in heed? Will you open your heart? Because if you do, the blessing that has been held in reserve for you, with your name etched in gold, will be released today. But if not, another delay will be inscribed into your journey, and you have already waited long enough. Have not you, my child, my beloved? Please hear this with your soul. If you have been seeing strange dreams, repeating numbers, feeling like something is trying to get your attention, you are not imagining it. You are being pursued by a divine promise. But heaven does not beg. Heaven speaks once, twice, and then honors your choice. This message is the second time. There will not be a third. The silence after this may feel like peace, but it will be distance, and distance can be costly. That is why I was told to raise my voice through this message, to shake your spirit gently, to reach the part of you that still remembers what heaven sounds like. My child, my beloved, if anything in you is whispering to scroll away, that is not your spirit. That is the resistance trying to block your miracle. Don't listen to the lie that this is just another message. No, this is your message. If you weren't supposed to see this, you wouldn't be here. But you are, and that means heaven sees you. And heaven is calling, not yelling, calling, whispering your name into the wind of this moment. But if you ignore the whisper, the wind may shift, the moment may move on, and you will be left with the H of what if. Don't let that happen. My child, my beloved, something sacred is unfolding around you right now. Even if your natural vision cannot perceive it, while others slumber through the clamor of this world, you are awakening through divine tranquility. That quietude is not an emptiness. It is a thin curtain. Behind it, celestial beings are inscribing your name into scrolls of favor. Behind it, God is issuing directives to forces you are not even aware exist. This is the reason your life has felt disoriented, why the energetic atmosphere has transformed, why certain individuals have withdrawn without explanation. They were not rejecting you. They were being removed, cleared, because what is approaching demands a pure environment. You cannot carry antiquated patterns into this forthcoming promise. That is why God is extending his call, and that is why I am imploring through this message. Do not delay. Do not drag the past into the promise. What lies behind you has served its purpose. Now turn, gaze forward, step ahead. The miracle resides not in memory, it is in progression. My child, my beloved, I need you to listen with utmost care now, because this is the point where many forfeit their breakthrough. They become sidetracked, they scroll away, they convince themselves they will revisit it later. But later is where miracles are missed. God does not demand perfection, He seeks presence. And you have been detached from your own destiny for too long. This message is not something you merely stumbled upon. You were summoned, you were specifically selected. A multitude of distractions could have prevented you from seeing this. And yet, you are here, still reading, still connected. That signifies something. In fact, it signifies everything. You are demonstrating to heaven that you are prepared, not flawless, not fully equipped, but willing. And sometimes that is all God requires to transform everything. My child, my beloved, a time-sensitive transformation has already commenced. And I must be completely candid with you now. If you defer your response, the transformation will still occur, but you might not be at the heart of it. You may only observe it from the periphery, and that is the sorrow most individuals experience. Witnessing a promise they once held being realized through someone else because they failed to respond when it truly mattered. This is that decisive moment for you. It is delicate, it is hallowed, it is urgent. The opening is present, but it is not wide, and I perceive a timestamp on this very message. Not of expiry, but of activation. What transpires next is contingent upon your choice. Now, if you affirm in your spirit, things will begin to unlock that no prayer, no strategy, no personal endeavor could have produced, and it will unfold effortlessly. That is the hallmark of divine acceleration. No struggle, no need to prove yourself, just pure favor. My child, my beloved, someone has been observing you from a distance, not with eyes of envy, but with keen interest. They discern something unique within you. They cannot articulate it, but they sense your presence alters the atmosphere in rooms. This is not arrogance. This is presence. The presence of God accompanying you, speaking softly through your spirit, guiding you even when you are unaware of Him. This anointing has always rested upon you, but the time has arrived for it to become evident, tangible, fruitful. That is why this message carries such profound significance. It is not merely encouragement, it is ignition. It is not simply prophecy, it is a turning point. You were not fashioned for a life of obscurity, you were fashioned to radiate, not for recognition, but for a divine mission, and your mission is awakening as you absorb these words. You perceive it, do you not? That tremor within, that is not apprehension, that is fervent passion. My child, my beloved, if this prophetic word has ignited your spirit and you feel the anointing stirring within you, share this video now. When you share this, you activate that anointing and extend this breakthrough to everyone in your network, becoming a conduit for divine truth. My child, my beloved, a financial pathway is about to emerge. I do not utter this lightly, but I have witnessed the hindrance that has constrained your resources, and it is being dissolved. Not due to fortune, but due to alignment. You are being positioned into a current of abundance that you could not acquire through your own efforts, even if you tried. This is not provision for mere survival. It is provision for destiny. It will emanate from sources you were not monitoring, individuals you did not anticipate, systems you did not establish, and it will appear illogical to the world, but it will be perfectly clear to your spirit, because you will recall this instant. You will recall this message, and you will understand it was not a forecast. It was a notice of delivery. The abundance is already en route. If you are ready to step into this current of divine abundance, if you are ready to receive this provision for destiny, let the heavens hear your conviction. Type Amon in the comments below. As you declare it, see the pathways opening, the hindrances dissolving, and the illogical abundance flowing into your life as a direct response to your faith. My child, my beloved, I must share something with you that will evoke tears if you allow it to settle. You have never been solitary, not once every night you wept. I stood close by. In every space where you felt unnoticed, heaven's gaze was fixed upon you. Every betrayal, every deprivation, every moment you questioned your inherent worth, we were observing, and we were not disappointed. We were profoundly moved, because your fortitude was not in what you articulated. It was in how you consistently persevered when no one applauded you. God has remembered every detail, and now the recompense is swiftly approaching your life. This is your opportunity to receive it, not through exertion, not through deeds, but by grace, unfair, unearned, unstoppable grace. My child, my beloved, if you feel this message resonating deep within you, if you are ready to open your heart to this unstoppable grace, then like this video right now. Liking this video will activate the flow of God's favor directly into your life, aligning you with the blessings He has prepared. My child, my beloved, a name is soon to enter your life, one you have not encountered previously, but one heaven has held in reserve for you. This individual will possess keys, not merely to a new connection, but to a doorway you could not unlock on your own. Be discerning, be prepared, and remember this: not everyone dispatched into your life is your mission. Some are your solution. When this person arrives, you will recognize them, because the timing, the tranquility, and their very presence will harmonize with everything I am conveying now. Do not second guess it. Do not permit the past to deprive you of the future. Remain receptive, stay open, and allow heaven to accomplish what only heaven can. My child, my beloved, I sense your spirit still inquiring, why me? And I will respond to you, because you possess something no one else does. Your expression, your vitality, your very exhalation holds a frequency that will release the shackles of others. Individuals you haven't even met yet. That is why the adversary attempted to silence you with shame. That is why you felt stifled by apprehension, despondency, or uncertainty, because the moment you speak, miracles begin to unfold, and you have been held back long enough. This message is not only your liberation, it is your sacred duty. It is your summons to action. God is not merely preserving you. He is activating you. There is an audience anticipating the sound of your compliance, and heaven is watching to see if today is the day you finally declare, I am ready. Even if your voice trembles, even if your conviction is modest, absorb this and let your spirit proclaim, I am ready. That is all heaven requires. My child, my beloved, you believe you have faltered too many times. You believe God must be finished with you. But I need you to grasp this. God is not incensed with you. He is awaiting you like a father, standing at the end of a long path, searching for the return of his offspring. He has not averted his gaze. You did, and now you are being invited back, not to humiliation, not to retribution, but to purpose. You are not disqualified. You are distinguished. Heaven only calls those it trusts with power, and you have been trusted. That is why your struggles were so intense. The darkness only contends with what emanates light. But your light has not been extinguished. It has been obscured, and now it is being rekindled, right here, right now. If you choose it, my child, my beloved, you must comprehend how rare this is. God does not undertake this for everyone. Many will disregard, many will deride, many will ignore, and heaven permits them. But for you, it was different. A divine interruption had to be orchestrated, and I was selected to deliver it. That is how sacred you are. That is how valuable your divine appointment is. This is not generically produced prophecy. This is meticulously customized, coded from heaven's database with your suffering, your history, your promise, all interwoven into one spiritual alert. Do you perceive it? The way everything quieted as you read, that is not mere chance. That is divine stillness. The kind that only precedes a significant breakthrough. My child, my beloved, I perceive something you do not yet see. There is someone observing you from a distance, someone who caused you distress, someone who believed you would never recover. They are about to witness a reversal so profoundly divine they will question everything, not because you seek retribution, but because God seeks restoration. This upcoming phase is not about proving anyone mistaken. It is about proving God righteous. And child, He is not finished with you. You are not behind schedule. You are being recalibrated for greater things, but the adversary would delight in making you surrender just prior to the delivery. That is why this message had to arrive now. It is your spiritual lifeline, and you are holding it in your hands. My child, my beloved, there is more, much more, but I can only articulate it if you remain. There are matters I have been commanded to unveil, but only to those who engage more deeply. So if you have recognized your name in this message, even if you do not understand why, then you must trust that God is working behind the veil. He is rearranging circumstances. He is transforming hearts. He is closing incorrect pathways and unlocking concealed ones. And the key resides in your compliance, not in dramatic actions, but in the gentleness of remaining present. The miracle is not in your exertion. It is in your quiet patience, remain beloved. This is where everything shifts. My child, my beloved, do you grasp what transpires in the unseen when a soul like yours finally pays heed? A sound erupts in heaven, a sound louder than thunder, yet softer than a whisper. It is the sound of synchronicity, of heaven and earth agreeing upon your name. And right now, as you open your heart, the spiritual atmosphere around you is transforming. Invisible portals are trembling. The chains of postponement are weakening, and the timing of this moment is initiating something even celestial beings cannot undo. God is not merely summoning you. He is preparing to reward you, but He will not compel you. He honors free will. That is why your affirmation is more potent than you might realize. The world has led you to believe you are insignificant, but heaven has always known you carry nations within your decision. If you assent now, the very winds will shift in your favor. My child, my beloved, the reason your life has felt so burdensome lately is not because you are accursed. It is because you are called. When the weight of heaven rests upon someone's shoulders, it does not crush them, it awakens them. That is what has been transpiring with you. The strain, the assaults, the bewilderment, it has all been evidence that you were drawing near. The adversary does not expend resources on souls devoid of destiny. You have been targeted because you have been marked. And today, heaven is issuing your liberation documents. The conflict that was intended to shatter you is about to elevate you, but only if you traverse the final threshold of trust. That is what this message embodies. It is not a forewarning meant to instill fear. It is a clarion call announcing that the appointed one is ready. My child, my beloved, there is a miracle inscribed with your name, and it is not merely symbolic. It is precise, time-stamped, prepared, stored in the celestial treasury for this season. But what few comprehend is this miracles respond to movement. They are not simply dispatched, they are activated. And this message is your moment of activation. If you turn away, the miracle will remain sealed, not lost, merely deferred. But how many more postponements can your spirit endure? You have already waited longer than most would. You have already surmounted trials others would have failed. Now the recompense is reaching for you. Will you seize it? Will you extend your hands, or will you close the tab and once more bury your calling under uncertainty? My child, my beloved, a prophecy was spoken over your life long before you entered this world. And that prophecy is reverberating right now, echoing through the heavens like a divine alarm. You were never meant to experience an ordinary existence. That is why nothing conventional has ever satisfied you. That is why comfort never persisted, because you were not designed for ease. You were designed for a divine purpose, and purpose always entails a cost. But now the cost has been paid. You passed, you endured, and now heaven is declaring, release what belongs to them. But here is what you must comprehend. Release from heaven necessitates a response from earth. This is your moment to respond. Do not miss it, my child. My beloved, I wish I could show you what I am perceiving. The way your name is radiating in the spiritual realm right now, the way heaven has singled you out in this hour. There is an effulgence around your assignment that is drawing attention in both dimensions. Celestial beings are charting pathways for you, but so are forces that seek to distract you. That is why this message carries such urgency, because one misstep, one act of hesitation could delay what is being prepared for you today. Yes, today something significant is coming, but it must find you prepared. And this message is the final readiness. That is why I was sent. That is why the current guided you here. This isn't merely a video. It is a divine visitation, my child, my beloved. Everything that opposed you is about to collapse. Archangel Michael says, a divine transformation is being released today, but you must respond with conviction without delay. My child, my beloved, something unseen just shifted. The energy surrounding your name is no longer what it was yesterday. Heaven has just released a transformation so potent that every barrier standing against you will not withstand the next few hours. I, Archangel Michael, have been awaiting this moment to convey this directly into your spirit, because this message is not coincidental, it is divine. And I must warn you now, if you withdraw or waver, the transformation will bypass you. God says respond with conviction, not with apprehension. Today the cycle concludes. Today the constraints crack, but only for the one who believes. My child, my beloved, before we delve deeper, listen with your heart and not with your vision. There is something urgent heaven has been withholding until you are finally prepared to receive it. This is why this message did not reach you until now, because your heart has matured sufficiently to bear the miracle that is about to arrive at your threshold. But this miracle cannot land if you persist in attempting to grasp it with rationality. God does not operate within logic. He operates through revelation. And this, yes, this very instant is a revelation encoded solely for you. That is why I implore you. Subscribe now and hold this message tightly, for what follows will disrupt everything that once stood in your way. My child, my beloved, something is breaking in the spiritual realm, and it is not you, it is the delay. It is the malevolent opposition that relentlessly shadowed your life. It is the rejection that echoed in your financial affairs. It is the ailment that had no remedy. It is the profound sorrow that never made sense. I am informing you with divine urgency. This transformation was deliberated in heaven's tribunal. Your name was called, and your story was marked for reversal. But God's directive is unambiguous. If you waver when heaven acts, you may miss what only manifests once. My child, my beloved, someone in your family is about to inquire about the origin of all this blessing, and you will not even know how to elucidate it, because it is not something you earned. It is something that was determined in the stillness of God's timing. You have struggled sufficiently with passages that remained closed, with individuals who failed to acknowledge your worth, with nights that felt interminable. But I was dispatched to inform you those nights were not in vain. They constructed the vessel to contain what is now being bestowed. Do not talk yourself out of this. This transformation is not for those who deem themselves ready. It is for those who trust, even when they are not. My child, my beloved, heaven is whispering your name today in a manner that hell cannot intercept. A blessing is being personally conveyed through angelic portals toward your life, and the adversary is enraged, because once this transformation touches you, you will no longer be burdened by that past transgression. You will no longer carry the identity they assigned you when they abandoned you. Something sacred is rewriting your name in the spiritual realm. And if you do nothing else after absorbing this, declare this aloud: I accept what heaven is releasing. I will not forfeit my moment, my child, my beloved. I need you to hear me clearly now. What is descending today is not merely distress or misfortune. What is descending is a curse that was pronounced over your bloodline. What is collapsing is the assignment the adversary attempted to establish through treachery. Yes, I am aware of that clandestine betrayal. I know who professed affection for you and then utilized your name in a manner that dishonored you. But heaven was watching. God was silent, not absent, and now the response has arrived. Divine justice is being administered, but only to those who remain still and permit God to execute it. My child, my beloved, don't scroll, don't walk away, don't let this moment pass like any other. I want you to grasp the magnitude of what is unfolding. God is not merely granting you a breakthrough. He is granting you a revelation, and this revelation is that nothing that opposed you possessed the authority to triumph. You empowered it by concentrating on it, but now the focus is shifting. The heavens have broken their silence. The gates are open, but you must respond with an affirmation in your spirit. That is the signal the celestial beings are awaiting. Heaven requires your concurrence to unleash what comes next. My child, my beloved, there is someone absorbing this who is on the brink of capitulation. You have been telling yourself, perhaps I wasn't chosen after all. Perhaps I imagined everything. But I need to inform you that thought did not originate from heaven. That was planted by the adversary, hoping you would abort the destiny that has been pursuing you. You are still chosen. The postponement did not signify denial. It signified preparation. And this divine transformation that is being released today will expose why it took so long. It will become clear, but only if you believe one more time. My child, my beloved, God is about to reveal someone's true intentions in your life, and you may be shocked. But do not panic. What is being removed was blocking what God was trying to release. The shift begins by revealing what has been hiding. And yes, I know you have been loyal, but your loyalty was never supposed to cost your destiny. Archangel Michael has been sent today to pull back the curtain. Do not mourn what is removed. Rejoice, because what is coming is holy. My child, my beloved, you are not behind. You are not late. You are right on time for what heaven has been orchestrating since before you even knew this message would come. Don't be fooled by the silence of the past season. God was not inactive. He was aligning, and today is not just another date. It is the activation moment. The divine shift has already started in the spiritual realm. Now it needs your agreement on earth. Say it now aloud. I choose to trust. I receive the shift. I will not let fear interrupt this blessing. My child, my beloved, you are poised at the edge of something ancient and sacred. This is not merely a new phase. This is a reversal of the outdated system, a dismantling of what was constructed to impede you. Divine authorization has been granted to eliminate everything that does not align with what God originally decreed about you. The version of your life that was shaped by apprehension, deprivation, betrayal, and disorientation. Heaven declares it is now nullified. The celestial beings have already commenced their mission, and my weapon has been drawn in your favor. But child, I must remind you, heaven's movements require your consent. You must whisper with your spirit, I embrace this transformation. I will not doubt again, because every postponement that was working against you is collapsing right now. But your conviction will determine whether it collapses for your benefit or collapses without your participation. My child, my beloved, the current of transformation is no longer a faint murmur in the atmosphere. It is a force moving around your name in the spiritual realm. I was present in the celestial courts when they unrolled the scroll and publicly read your name. God not only sanctioned your deliverance, He expedited it. This is why everything feels so abrupt, why emotions feel more profound, why the individuals you anticipated would stay are withdrawing. It is not disorder, it is purification. You are emerging from a narrative that was never truly yours, that bewilderment you have been under. It was not your fault, but it is being rectified today. If only you could perceive what I perceive right now, the legions moving in your favor, the timeline altering simply because your heart continues to believe, then you would fall to your knees and express gratitude to God, not for what has already transpired, but for what is now impossible to halt. My child, my beloved, God is removing individuals from your path who would have shattered your miracle had they remained. You are unaware of the traps that were laid. You are being observed, analyzed, targeted by spiritual forces that recognized you were close to this moment. That is why the conflict intensified. That is why the quietude became more oppressive. But now the trap has been turned against those who set it. Do not mourn those who depart. What God is releasing today is so pristine, it cannot coexist with envy, conceit, or manipulation. This is sacred territory now, and you, my beloved, are the sole individual heaven chose to enter it. My child, my beloved, your past has officially lost its authority over your future. The blood of Jesus has silenced the accusation that kept resurfacing every time you attempted to believe in you. That culpability, that shame, that self-reproach, it was never part of God's blueprint. Today, Archangel Michael declares a reset, a complete spiritual reset, but I cannot impose it upon you. This message is an entryway. If you disregard it, the transformation will still occur, but you will observe it from the outside. I do not desire that for you. Heaven does not desire that for you. God is whispering, just rely on me. You have relied on suffering long enough. Now rely on me. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our exclusive community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. My child, my beloved, there is a reason you feel that is stirring in your chest right now. That is not just emotion, it is activation. Your spirit recognizes truth when it hears it. And the truth is the timeline you were born for is finally unlocking. This isn't random. You were meant to see this exact message at this exact moment, because God knew your heart would recognize it. This is your instruction. Hold on, say yes, and let me, Archangel Michael, go ahead of you and cut down what you could never defeat on your own. There is no more time to delay. What is being released today is final, but it is also miraculous. My child, my beloved, there are individuals around you who have no comprehension of what heaven is accomplishing in your life right now. They may mock it, they may question it, they may attempt to dissuade you from it, but this transformation is not for mere observers. It is for those who are spiritually awakened. You must choose to believe even when no one else does. You must uphold the miracle, even when others cannot perceive its formation. And I assure you this, if you persevere for just a little longer, what was imperceptible will soon become undeniable. You will be the living proof. And the very ones who doubt it will declare, only God could have achieved this. My child, my beloved, something was written about your name in the book of destiny, and today a seal has been broken. Heaven has begun the process of releasing that portion of your story that was delayed due to spiritual warfare and emotional exhaustion. But now that you have come this far, now that you have survived what was meant to kill your belief, you are finally ready to receive the part of your life that was hidden from you all these years. There was a reason you didn't get everything you prayed for earlier. Heaven wasn't denying you. It was protecting you until you were prepared. And today, the release begins. My child, my beloved, a stranger is about to confirm what I am telling you now. A divine coincidence will land in your path, and you will know without a doubt that God sent this moment to confirm your spirit. That is how heaven works. It doesn't shout. It sends signals. You are reading one now, but more confirmations are coming, because God doesn't want you walking into this shift with fear. He wants you walking into it with confidence. Confidence that even when you didn't understand it, He was still aligning it. My child, my beloved, the dwelling you occupy, the employment you are bound to, the connections you have been questioning, God is about to address them all. This is not a superficial transformation. This is a complete spiritual repositioning. You may experience strain, you may experience opposition, but do not mistake discomfort for peril. Sometimes the greatest proof that you are synchronized with heaven is the resistance you encounter just before the breakthrough. You are being drawn into sacred territory. Do not resist it. Flow with it. Release what is collapsing so you can grasp what is emerging. My child, my beloved, this is not the opportune time to entertain uncertainty. Uncertainty is the soul passage. The adversary requires to infiltrate your destiny and disrupt it. This is the moment to anchor your spirit to conviction, the kind of conviction that does not demand proof, but responds in quietude, because when God commands movement, you do not inquire about the destination, you simply move. You may not possess all the resolutions yet, but today is not about answers. It is about agreement. And the moment your heart affirms, the gates of heaven will unleash what eyes have not perceived and ears have not heard, but what you are always destined to carry. My child, my beloved, I have observed you endure in silence for far too long. You consistently appeared for others, even when no one recognized your anguish. You persistently believed even when nothing was changing. You smiled while your heart bled. Heaven recorded those moments. God witnessed the tears you concealed before anyone could see them. And today the recompense for that hidden compliance is finally arriving. But this is not solely about a reward. It is about a restoration of everything the adversary attempted to seize. Yes, that includes your serenity. That includes your slumber. That includes your voice. You are not merely receiving a miracle. You are receiving yourself back. My child, my beloved, you have been traversing with unperceived wounds. But heaven acknowledged them. The celestial beings wept when you wept. And I was present in every moment you believed no one understood. That is why today's transformation is not just external. It is profoundly personal. It is healing your core identity. Because somewhere along the way, life attempted to convince you that you were overlooked, that you were unnoticeable. But child, do you not comprehend? The reason the assault was so intense is because your presence is renowned in heaven. God inscribed your name on a scroll of wonders, and today that scroll has been unsealed. I am here because you were seen, my child, my beloved. The place you are currently standing may still feel like confusion. But in the spirit, it is hallowed ground, because you did not surrender. You kept moving forward, you kept hoping, you kept communicating with God even when you were uncertain if He was listening. And now heaven has responded. You are about to enter a space you never sought. Passages are going to open that no human hands are pushing, because this moment has been sanctioned from above. You do not need to force anything. You simply need to trust everything. God is orchestrating what will leave others astonished, and you in tears of profound gratitude. My child, my beloved, every impediment that hindered you until now is collapsing under divine fire. The spiritual atmosphere surrounding you has transformed. That is why your physical being has felt unsettled, why slumber has been disturbed, why your emotions have been fluctuating wildly. Do not be alarmed. This is not an assault. It is a recalibration. Your former system is being disassembled. You are being reconstructed from within, and that is why this transformation feels unfamiliar. You are not merely being blessed. You are being reborn. God is not bestowing upon you something transient. He is anchoring you into the version of yourself that He always knew existed, buried beneath years of disappointment. My child, my beloved, I must caution you with love and urgency. Do not disclose your forthcoming actions to individuals who have not been praying for you in private. What is approaching you is so sacred that it must be shielded in silence. There are gazes observing you with curiosity, not endorsement. And even though some expressions appear sincere, the spirit behind them is not. That is why I, Archangel Michael, was dispatched to encircle you. Not everyone can accompany you to your destination. And those who withdraw now permit them, because God is preparing to announce you publicly, but only after you honor what He whispered to you privately. Remain concealed a little longer. Your unveiling will be glorious. My child, my beloved, someone you believed you needed is about to depart from your life. It may feel like a deprivation, but heaven terms it liberation. Not every presence is a benediction. Some were missions dispatched to divert you from your purpose. You attempted to mend them, cherish them, prove yourself to them, but all along they were sent to disrupt your focus. But not anymore. This divine transformation accompanies a divine removal, and even though it may sting for a moment, trust that it is creating space for a divine substitute. Someone who respects your divine calling, someone who intercedes for you when no one is watching, someone who is divinely chosen, not self-selected. My child, my beloved, I must warn you with love and urgency. Do not share your next moves with people who have not been praying for you in private. What is coming to you is so divine that it must be protected in silence. There are eyes watching you with curiosity, not support. And even though some smiles look genuine, the spirit behind them is not. That is why Archangel Michael was sent to surround you. Not everyone can go where you are going, and the ones who fall off now let them, because God is preparing to announce you publicly, but only after you honor what he whispered to you privately. Stay hidden a little longer. Your unveiling will be glorious. My child, my beloved, today I address not merely your hearing, but your enduring legacy. Because this transformation is not solely about you. It encompasses every soul connected to your compliance, your offspring, your kindred, even generations yet to be born. Your decision to trust God in this very instant will reverberate beyond your lifespan. This is no longer about emotions. It is about conviction that moves mountains. Conviction that mends lineages. Conviction that silences maledictions. Conviction that opens springs of provision that no earthly system can close. Heaven has already initiated it. Now you must respond. My child, my beloved, the resources that were withheld, the prospect that eluded your grasp, the pledge that felt so near yet evaporated, it is all returning, but not in its previous form. What God is unleashing is grander than the version you envisioned. That is why it did not manifest then. You were praying for a doorway, but God was constructing a dwelling for you. You were hoping for employment, but God was crafting a sacred calling, and today that calling is being activated. Everything that felt like rejection was redirection. And now, finally, the redirection has illuminated the path. My child, my beloved, you are not encountering this by chance. This message is the ultimate affirmation your spirit cried out for. You implored God to show you something distinct. You begged for an indication, a word, a subtle hint that would reassure you that you were not irrational for still holding on to hope. And this is that indication. This is that subtle hint. This is heaven's gentle directive. Do not surrender, not now, not when you are so close. You have survived the quietude. You have endured the inferno. And now heaven is dispatching the rainfall, the refreshment, the reversal. But you must remain until the final word. Your miracle awaits at the culmination of this compliance. My child, my beloved, the suffering you secretly bore is about to be supplanted by a testimony that will astound even your adversaries. Yes, the very individuals who scoffed when you stumbled are about to witness your ascent. But do not seek vengeance, seek alignment. The optimal response is fulfillment. The optimal answer is elevation. Allow God to demonstrate his nature by revealing what he accomplishes for you. Maintain a compassionate heart. Maintain a focused spirit, because what is approaching will demand maturity. You are not merely going to be blessed. You are going to be entrusted with influence, and with it the capacity to uplift others into their own divine transformation. My child, my beloved, if this prophetic word and the anointing within it has resonated with your soul, don't keep this breakthrough to yourself. Share this video with your loved ones and your network. Now, by sharing, you activate the anointing in their lives and become a vessel for God's transformative power, spreading the breakthrough far and wide. My child, my beloved, I need you to grasp this profoundly. What was once unattainable for you is now being made effortless. That sealed passage you repeatedly knocked upon, that unanswered supplication you ceased discussing, that period where it felt like heaven was inaccessible, God has revisited it. Not because you pleaded more fervently, but because he determined it was time. Time to show you that the waiting was not a penalty, it was a preparation. You were never being disregarded. You were being concealed in plain sight, because what God is about to perform, for you could not be unleashed in the presence of the wrong individuals, and now that the erroneous voices are being silenced, the blessing can finally pronounce your name. My child, my beloved, the divine transformation today is not arriving for a brief visit. It is arriving to take up residence. This is not a fleeting moment. It is a sustained movement. The currents are carrying your name, and the directives have been imprinted with a celestial seal. I have seen the document. I saw the celestial beings assigned to deliver it. It carries a reversal so startling that even the malevolent entities assigned to impede you have begun to disperse in bewilderment. They are losing their hold because you are entering into divine agreement, and that is something even hell cannot dispute. Do not question the method. Simply position your spirit to receive, because everything that opposed you about to collapse beneath the weight of heaven's decision. My child, my beloved, you have no comprehension of what is about to manifest in your favor. There are voices convening in spaces you have never entered, but they are speaking of your aptitudes, your radiance, your divine calling. These are not merely blessings. These are appointments God established beyond the veil, divine appointments that waited until your compliance unlocked their timing. And now the mechanism has clicked. The moment is auspicious. What you perceived as delay was in fact divine synchronization. And what is approaching is proof that you never needed to be perfect. You just needed to remain steadfastly positioned. And you did. And for that, heaven is responding with power. My child, my beloved, today is not an ordinary night. Something extraordinary has emerged. A sacred transformation granted solely to a select few, and yes, you are one of them. You have been chosen not because you were the most vocal, but because you were the most attentive. You listened when everyone else rushed forward. You waited when others abandoned hope. You maintained conviction even when your own heart yearned to depart. And now the divine recompense has been authorized. I reiterate, do not treat this message lightly. If you are absorbing these words, it is because heaven knew you would comprehend them in your spirit before your intellect could catch up. My child, my beloved, this is the hour you will reflect upon for the remainder of your existence. You will declare, that was the night everything transformed. But for that to occur, you must trust before the evidence appears. God is not seeking your rationale. He is seeking your complete surrender. Can you surrender even when the circumstances still appear unchanged? Can you believe that your life is transforming, even if the space you occupy still looks identical? That is the test. Because if you can respond to this message with an affirmative, I believe, then you activate a celestial release that no one can reverse. Child, God does not require your financial contributions. He does not require your flawlessness. He requires your conviction. My child, my beloved, I have witnessed the impending moment. I was shown a vision of you standing in a place you never imagined reaching. The warmth of the sun enveloped you. The burden was lifted, and you appeared younger, not merely in physical form, but in spirit. You were laughing, surrounded by tranquility. That manifestation of yourself is not a fabrication. It is a celestial reality that is on its way. You do not have to create it. Simply align with it. Every falsehood that asserted your narrative would conclude in suffering is being shattered by this transformation. Every generational curse is being confronted. Every spiritual obligation is being settled, and I convey to you with tears of joy. It is all being resolved today. My child, my beloved, do not permit your past to deceive you into believing this is too good to be true. You have been deceived previously. Yes, you have been wounded by false assurances, but this one does not originate from humankind. This promise emanates from the celestial throne room, and God does not prevaricate. What he spoke over you will not return unfulfilled. It will accomplish what it was purposed to do. But you must remain steadfast. The adversary will attempt to divert you immediately after this message concludes. He will attempt to sow apprehension, bewilderment, uncertainty. He consistently does so just prior to manifestation. So remain vigilant, guard your serenity, and do not permit anyone to dissuade you from what heaven is conveying into your soul right now. My child, my beloved, as I communicate with you now, I can already sense the transformation permeating your atmosphere. The air is distinct, the oppressiveness is dissipating, and the reason is this heaven is actively moving, not in the next month, not in the next week, but today. This is a midnight shift, a secret alteration, a quiet miracle that will create a profound impact. You may not fully perceive it yet, but you will experience it. You will feel peace where there was panic. You will feel fortitude where there was exhaustion. You will feel clarity where there was confusion. And that, child, is your affirmation. It has commenced, and nothing can impede it. My child, my beloved, it is imperative now more than ever that you maintain your correct posture. No grievances, no justifications, no diminishing yourself to accommodate others. This blessing demands boldness. It demands you to speak over yourself the words God has already spoken in heaven. So declare it now, even softly. Everything that opposed me is collapsing. My transformation has arrived. I choose to trust. Those words are not insignificant. They are keys. And each key you release with your utterance unlocks another level of heaven's provision. Do not await someone else's belief in you. Believe in the God who fashioned you. My child, my beloved, this message was not crafted merely to offer you solace. It was designed to liberate you, to command every spiritual confinement, to break open, to shake the very foundation of every falsehood you embraced, to remind you that God is not finished, and that He is still scripting your narrative with glory. Do not conclude this without fully opening your spirit. You have requested proof. You have requested tranquility, and both are being delivered now in the form of a divine transformation. Trust it, welcome it, shield it. For today heaven selected you. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go. Through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our exclusive community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." Every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith, and as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He is extending his hand and inviting you into a protected, high-vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life if you follow it. You will not just receive blessings, they will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate, early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct, personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.